Summertime is already here and my lawn is looking so crispy. So let me show you the easiest DIY sprinkler system on the market. Ever since I bought this house, I've been wanting to put in a sprinkler system, but the idea of 1,000 feet of trench and pipe just seemed, what's the word for it? Exhausting. So I haven't done it until this year. I started working with a company called Irrigreen, and their smart sprinkler system was the game changer I needed to finally buck up and get a sprinkler system in this lawn to get my grass finally looking good. The real game changer with the Irrigreen system is its ability to water any shaped yard, no matter how weird or strange shaped. You can program it to water anything. And in my yard, I have a lot of weird curves that a traditional sprinkler system would just not do very well with. So the Irrigreen system is perfect. On top of that, a traditional sprinkler system wastes a ton of water, up to 200% water wasted with overwatering, where the Irrigreen system only waters exactly where you want it to, wasting no water at all. Enough talking about it, let's get to installing this system, and the first step is figuring out where these sprinkler heads are gonna go. Lucky for us, Irrigreen has this awesome tool on their website that makes planning out your sprinkler head locations super easy. You just drop sprinklers around your yard and it shows you the exact coverage you'll get from every sprinkler to figure out the perfect number for your yard. For me, I was deciding between 5 and 6 heads, but I think 5 is the right call. And lucky for you guys, if you use code BUILDSTUFF on their website, you can get a free head for your own system. It's a great deal and will save you a bunch of money. So using the layout that the online tool gave me, I needed to go out in the yard and measure the exact location of each one of my heads. This is real easy with a long tape measure, and I was able to get all those head locations perfect, so I know I'll have full coverage. With all the head locations set, it was time to determine exactly where I was going to run my trench and water lines between each one of the sprinkler heads. The easiest way I found to do this was just to use some string line and some marking spray paint to draw out those lines so it's real easy once I get to trenching. Another one of the huge benefits of the Irrigreen system is how many less sprinkler heads and piping you need to run a full system to cover your yard. A traditional system may use over 1,000 feet of pipe and 70 plus heads, where an Irrigreen system, 5 or 6 heads and less than 500 feet of pipe. It's crazy the time and money it will save. While there's a lot less trenching with this system than a normal sprinkler system, it's still not the kind of thing I want to do by hand. So let's head to the rental center and grab ourselves a trencher to make this job way easier. It's super important before you do any digging or trenching to call 811 so they can come out and mark everything that's underground so you don't hit anything. A trencher is kind of a big, scary machine, but it's such a game changer and makes digging all of this trench so much easier. It's a bit of back-breaking work, but it's so much better than having to dig all of this trench by hand. You'd be here for weeks. The trencher gives a nice, consistent trench all over the yard at the perfect 12-inch depth that you need for all of the irrigation pipe. Woo! Even with that trencher, that was such a long, time-consuming job. I could only imagine how terrible that would be if I was doing 4 times as much trench. But now that that's all dug, let's get this PVC pipe laid. To connect my 5 heads, I only ended up needing about 200 feet of PVC, which was great and definitely saved me a ton of money over a traditional system. And then it was time to just start connecting the pipes. Using a little bit of PVC glue and connectors, I was able to run around and connect everything super quick. Now that we have all the traditional steps of a sprinkler system out of the way, we've dug trenches and laid pipe, it's time to talk about the Irrigreen sprinkler heads, which are the game changer for this system. Not only are they super easy to install, but they are the brains of the operation and make watering your lawn such a breeze you don't even have to think about it. At the junction point for each one of the sprinkler heads, I needed to put a T connection as well as a 1-inch threaded connection to connect each one of the sprinkler heads to. It's super simple, just stuck it together just like the rest of the PVC. Installing the actual sprinkler heads is super quick. You have this flexible hose that screws on to the main line, and then the sprinkler head just attaches to that hose, screws on real quick, and you're ready to go. The installation on this Irrigreen system is going so quick. We have all of our smart heads installed, and the last step is just to run the single wire to each one of our heads and plug it into our main box. We're almost watering. The wiring for this system is so simple. It's just as easy as stretching out an extension cord and plugging it into each head. The provided cord just goes in the same exact trench you put all of the pipe in. The connections themselves require no soldering or wires, just simply plug the cord into the cable coming out of the sprinkler head, and then there's a small cover that goes over the connection to keep it waterproof and safe from all the dirt. With all the sprinkler heads wired up, the final step is to install the brains of the operation. The control box just needs to go anywhere you have a good Wi-Fi signal and power. And all you do is plug one wire into the box and you're good to go. No programming or wiring, everything is ready to go out of the box. The whole system is wired up and ready to go. We just have to make sure we go back and fill in that trench. It leaves a bit of an eyesore in the yard for now, but I'm gonna go back and seed this whole area, and with the new sprinkler system going strong, some grass should grow in here in no time. Everything's installed, and it is incredible how fast that installation went. All you have to do is just plug in the heads, plug them in to the main box, and it's done. Now it's time to start watering, and just like everything nowadays, all you need is an app. The Irrigreen app is super simple to use, and you can control everything right from your phone. From scheduling when each head goes off to seeing how much water your system is using. It's super simple. All the heads are right here, and each one you can control individually. If you want your front yard to go off more than your backyard because it gets more sun, that's all customizable in the app. It's awesome. The coolest part about the app and the whole system to me is how customizable it is. You're able to dictate the exact shape that every single head waters in your yard. As you can see here, it's as simple as just dragging dots around the map so the sprinkler head goes exactly where you want it. I'm able to water around this fence, so I'm not watering a fence that last time I checked isn't gonna grow. There you have it. Everything is installed and working perfectly. I'm gonna be honest, the idea of a sprinkler system always scared me. So much work, digging, underground wires and pipe, but the Irrigreen system makes it so much easier. It's a DIY option that anyone can do at home, and you still get that beautiful green lawn. I'm so happy with this system, and I can't wait to have a green, beautiful lawn. If you wanna install an Irrigreen system in your own lawn, I have a deal for you. Use code BUILDSTUFF over on their website and you'll get a free head for your system. One more head completely for free. So be sure to go check out their website, irrigreen.com, set up your own system, and let me know what you think about it. I think it's a pretty sweet system, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think also. And until next time, it's your turn. Go build stuff.